All right, so I'm going to demonstrate a little bit regarding this issue. As you see here, I have a yellow warning there. It is a packet loss. And this has been frustrating, really frustrating, since there's no explanation why. I'm currently running on an AMD Ryzen 9 9900X with 64 gigs of DDR5 and RTX 4070 Super, overclocked with 12 gigs of memory and then M2 SSD drive. So my connection speeds are 980 up and down megabits and response time of 3.9 ms. So in other games there is no lag whatsoever, but suddenly something happened in the finals, and this is really frustrating. And currently it's just that overlap in 3 boxes, which means packet loss. So as you can see, packet loss now, this is a training area. There's nothing really fancy here. It's a still standing target, and well, this is anything works here since there's no real movement. Also, what is causing this issue? Currently, I'm running on my settings are in video settings at Windows full screen in 5120 times 2160, and NVIDIA DLSS frame generation active, and it's in this mode. So if I disable this one, go to full screen 5120 times 2160, you will see something bizarre. And disable the full screen, I get black borders even though it's native set resolution, although the packet loss disappears. There's no more packet loss. And yeah, I've tried changing it to stretching mode, and now I have packet loss, not constantly as it was before. But there's another setting as well that I figured out. But if I change it to full screen, as I did, I have black borders, even though the native resolution is still set for a monitor. If I go to NVIDIA settings and tell it to stretch it, it's going to be stretched out graphics. It's not going to look nice. The first option I can do is here, basically, if I go back to full screen, window full screen, and disable the NVIDIA DLSS. Now my monitor, say whatever you want, it's the professional monitor, so hence it's not a gaming monitor. Running on 60 frames, I'm going to lock it down, and I'm going to activate on boost and see what's going on here. I go back to the game. It stretches out again. Now I have huge packet loss. But it's not the same anymore. It doesn't have that constant packet loss anymore. So what's going on here? Why isn't the game running in ultra wide anymore in full screen and without the black bars? Why is it shrink down to 16:9 ratio instead, even though it should be full screen? Now, sure, if you're right with having it in with 2 black bars, you can of course do that. But I don't want to use that. I want to use the full screen. And why is it that I'm getting packet loss when I'm running in the Windows mode? Kind of weird as well, because I have the hardware, I have the connection, I have no issues with other games whatsoever. Everything is up to date with the latest drivers, latest BIOS, latest firmware to the drives, latest drivers to the motherboard, latest updates to the Windows. Heck, everything is updated, and which I do regularly. So Steam is updated as well. It's kind of weird though, since if I go back to the video mode and change it to full screen, right? I go back to full screen. Now I have this square box resolution, which is it's not square box, but 16:9, right? So if I go here back to this setting and I drop my resolution to 2560 times 1080, it is a nice resolution as well. Now it's full screen. It's the same aspect ratio, although it's not the 5120. So the only difference is now it's a little blurry because it's not the native resolution. It looks oversaturated on the graphics. If you see on this area here, the graphics are bleeding out. It's like you have too much gamma settings in the game since it's trying to overcompensate it. And it's sure it stops here. Sure, it's an FPS game, but it's something to do when going up to full screen and 51. My native resolution for my monitor, which is 5120 times 2160, it goes to letterbox, right? Not letterbox, but widescreen mode. And I don't want to do that. But as soon as I activate the windowed mode, you will see. Activate the windowed mode, sorry. Putting back everything as it was. With the DLSS active and all that is recommended by NVIDIA and any other manufacturer, I'm getting packet losses. So this is the recommended setting by the manufacturers itself, and we're getting packet losses on the native settings on the monitor. And it's not like I'm doing anything else besides choosing between windowed mode and full screen mode. So this is kind of annoying. This started to happen for me at season 4. It disappeared in season 3. I had similar issues in season 2. But that was different. That was related also to the easy anti-cheat engine. Then this is causing issues for me since I want to stream it to full screen, and I don't want to have those black bars. I want to use it to full screen as it is. Sure, I'm not streaming it in this resolution when compressing it to fitting a full HD monitor, and I will have a black bar on my stream. Sure. On the bottom where I have my chat and my camera and everything else as you see it right now. Although going native screen resolution with the settings that are recommended by NVIDIA and any other manufacturer is causing packet losses, because the packet losses are constant now. And if I go back to the area here and select full screen, with the same settings, first I get a huge packet loss since it's configuring it again, although the packet losses are gone. So please tell me what's going on here. This doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I mean, it's as I said, I'm running on RTX 4070 Super overclocked with 12 gigs of graphic memory and 64 gigs of DDR5 with an AMD 9900X. With M2 drives, I have a 1 gig connection up and down, which is like always about 90% minimum with 3.9 to 4 ms response time. So it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So this is my call out for Embark and what's going on here, because it's so much text and so many screenshots to be. So I thought, hey, I'm going to record it, and here we are. This is the issue. Please explain it to me, whoever knows. I don't want any responses regarding trying to do this and that with my hardware. Its hardware is set up and updated as it is, and does work in every other game in that resolution, in native resolution, and also in window full screen. I'm using window full screen due to the fact I'm streaming. I'm using one machine for that, and my OBS itself is drawing about 2 to 3% of my CPU power. So it's not that either. So there's no logical explanation for this right now. So This is my review of what I found out, and I haven't seen this information anywhere on the web right now. So if you want to set up your computer, I have the same issues. Only way I found it working is disable NVIDIA DLSS and activate whatever frame rate your monitor is able to do. I'm activating this one to on boost. You can try it out on and without boost. But resolution scaling method is still that, and I'm still leaving that as it is. But now I get the native resolution on my monitor as well. The packet losses disappears. So is it a driver combination with the Unreal Engine? Maybe. I don't know. So if you want these settings, here they are, all of them. Window full screen, whatever resolution you're having. Disable NVIDIA DLSS frame region and activate VSync, load latency, and frame limit, whatever monitor frame limit you have, and depending on your hardware. But this is it. I have no answers, only more questions. I found a workaround on it, but that's it. I hope you find any use of this. I don't get it. I don't get it. Have a good one.